And acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT, which is sort of like a cousin of DBT, there's this concept called the ideal self. We have this attachment to this idealized version of ourself, our future self, our past self. Perhaps it's the self that doesn't yell at the kids, the self that's not late to work. It's the self that's typically happy or fulfilled in some kind of way. So it could have been the self who got the promotion, the self that's doing what one wants with one's life, the self that didn't make bad choices or decisions in the past. Sometimes it's a former self, sometimes it's a future self, sometimes it's the idea that if we just did X, Y, or Z, we would be in that perfect place as that perfect person who has it all together and in generally has some level of contentment that isn't showing up in our lives right now. So often we get stuck in this thing where we think about our idealized selves or we gloat over idealized selves. The ideal self tends to show up a lot around New Year's Eve, where people are thinking about their past regrets, their thoughts about the future, or the things they haven't done. So for this mindfulness, what I'd like you to do is I want to invite you to let go, for right now, your idea or attachment to the ideal version of yourself. The thing about mindfulness and showing up for this moment is pressing the pause button and showing up with the self that's in this body, in this moment, in this breath right now. Sometimes that self is a bit uncomfortable. Sometimes that self is feeling a lot of shame. Sometimes that self doesn't really want to show up. That self is trying to hide from something or someone, or oneself even. So this breath is this moment, is this self. This is the one you're with right now. Be with this self. Take a moment to find your breath, maybe closing your eyes, maybe settling in with all the things that are difficult to be with. You can start by just noticing the quality of the breath as it comes in and out of your nostrils. Maybe you can actually feel the movement of the air, breathing in, breathing out. Take a moment to see if you can notice the gentle pause at the bottom of your exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. See if you can notice the gentle rise and fall of your body's movement, just this breath. Maybe you notice it in your stomach. Maybe you notice the rise and fall of your shoulders. Breathing in and out the person you are right now. Everything that's showing up right now. Maybe self-doubt, maybe self-consciousness. So hard to be with the moment. We're always anticipating what's around the corner, wishing or regretting about things from our past. Just one breath, just this moment. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out.